strange antinomy is his nature's rule. His nature's rule. His stands for man. Man's nature's rule, that itself is a strange antinomy. The opposite principles, as if working together, working simultaneously in his life. It is a law, it is a principle, it is a rule contradicting another law, another principle, another rule. That is the antinomy in the life of man. It is by such a law man is presently governed. One rule contradicting another rule, one principle of life contradicting another principle of life, one law of his action contradicting another law of action. This is a thing which constantly goes on in the life of man. He is assailed on earth by the forces of nature. While he is assailed by these forces on earth, there is no assurance that heaven would come and help him. He is assailed on earth. He is not assured of heaven. He has come down here unhappy and at the same time sublime. He is a link between demigod and beast. He knows not his own greatness. He has not the aim in front of him, what for he is here. He does not know his own greatness. In him, the spirit and the body are at constant war. What spirit wants it, the body refuses. What body wants it, the spirit cannot grant. There is a constant conflict within him. It is a strange antinomy which is ruling the life of man. This has happened because of the whole beginning, his inner soul and a somnambulist force having prepared this ground for him to come here. The inner soul, the inner being, the Supreme Himself, who has fallen silent here, and his somnambulist force, the force working in a sleep. It is they who have produced, who have created this particular situation for man's life. He is caught in that situation. That is the cause of the antinomy in the life of man. He is assailed on earth. He is not sure, he is not assured of heaven. That is a constant conflict in him. And that is because this creation as a reason has come up to this point because of the inert being and the sleeping force. Ashwapati is arguing with the Divine Mother. He wants things to change. And this is what she is telling him, that look, man's life is a strange antinomy. She had advised therefore to Ashwapati to let things happen in a slow, gradual manner. He should not hasten the pace of things. He should not allow the time to run on its hasty pace. That may prove disastrous to him. Hastening the issue might be calamitous, and Ashwapati should be aware of it. Truth born too soon might shatter the imperfect earth. Truth born too soon might destroy whatever has already been built in the course of long time. Ashwapati should not hasten the pace. He should leave the light that had brought him up to this point. That light has brought him to this success. He should leave and move forward, go forward. Ashwapati should accept these conditions. He must help humanity's blind, suffering life. He has acquired some kind of a power in him. He has with him a light which can be taken to the others, shown to the others. He should not leave the world as it is in its blindness. He should guide them. He must help humanity's blind, suffering life. He should not cease from knowledge. He must make his toil vast to embrace the entire creation. And towards that, she is there behind him. Her light is always there with him. Her will is there to give him the necessary force to carry out the work. Her light, her will be always there with him. Her strength in them, in that light, in that will, in the strength, he should work for the benefit of this creation. He could have towards the fulfillment of that mission of his, a boon. She is there to grant him a boon, that his help to humanity may succeed. She is there to grant him that boon. She tells him that he must greaten his spirit, not he alone, but the entire creation should move forward. He must greaten his spirit. He must ask for joy which can be shared by the common humanity. That is what she is there to grant him as a boon. That way, by helping this creation in that way, the strange antinomy which afflicts man's nature can be dissolved. This contradiction of life's principles that can be removed when Ashwapati can help mankind in this manner. The strange antinomy which is now ruling man's life can be removed, can be dissolved, can be abolished when Ashwapati receives that boon, and it is that boon which will take things forward. It is with that Ashwapati should frame his life and give a new turn to it. This is the advice, a sage advice, wise advice coming to Ashwapati from the Divine Mother herself, the consciousness force herself, because she knows that anything which is hastened might prove disastrous. Instead of removing the antinomy in the life of man, there might be destruction, and therefore Ashwapati should go cautiously. His strange antinomy is his nature's rule.